came here playing the group stages. We were pretty confident. Scrim were going good, but when we got here to actually play the other teams, especially here in Seattle, we figured out that we are actually not that good right now. Then we went on the first day was actually really good. We played good, but after that it just went downhill. I don't know what happened. I think it was a mental thing, sort of. Then we just couldn't get our shit together.
Fnatic 2-0 Liquid! Liquid are going home!
The buyback, it won't be enough to game on play. Wings are your international 2016 champions!
I hope after this TI, everybody's gonna find a new team, or we stay together. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's TI always, shit goes down. That's the way, but they're my friends. This is my friends. I can't hate them for losing against Fnatic. I play myself. Yeah, always if you think about life, the way that you always deserve what comes for you. You always deserve it in a way or another. You just deserve it. So you don't think about it that someone fucked you. You just think about that I fucked up. That's the way I think life, and it's easier to process. You don't have that many regrets if you think this way.
I think signing a roster starts with a couple important, really influential building blocks. That could be a great coach. I think in case of our Dota team, Kuroky is that building block. Not only does he draft and lead in the game, he also performs an incredible amount of duties that would normally fall upon the coach. With that, you can attract a lot of talent in the scene. These games are all still relatively young, and coaching is really complicated. And there are times where players, especially players that have been around for 10 years professionally and 14 years even playing the game, do perform that type of role. And Kuroky is a talent scout, and 2 years ago, when we were building the roster, he looked at Mind Control, Matumbaman, Jarax. Those three names didn't have the teams for the picking, but he saw something in them, and he said, if we bring this group together, we can do some great things. So last year we placed top 8 at TI, which is by no means a bad result. You're top 8 in the world. I think for our group, organization and players, we were really striving for more, and we know that we were capable of more. It didn't come out, however. So honestly, after it finished, the period after TI is always crucial in terms of how you pick up and move forward. So all minds immediately moved into that direction, and we started to figure out what is needed to be here again next year and possibly have a better result. My role is not to figure out which players are good and which players are not. My role is to hire the right people and listen to the right voices, and then weigh that and value that, and that's, I think, where where I need to do my job. So GH was someone that had already been brought to me or to my attention by Mohammed, Kuroky, and Heen in the summer after the international. And at that point in time, I think GH actually was not ready to make the move. So when his name came up several months later, it still made a lot of sense. You know, everyone was convinced that this was the right move, and we went for it.
How do you like it in Lebanon?
It's super nice, actually.
Super nice?
Yeah, because where I live, the country, there's Beirut, the capital, and everything around it is mostly Muslim people, and where I live, it's mostly Christian. My area is mostly Christian people, so everyone just lives there long, and the last problems were like 30 years ago, so there's super nice now. Because you get to go to the beach. You can, like, the same day in winter, you can go skiing, then go back to the beach the same day, so it's nice. I enjoy it, and I have my friends.
Holy shit, that's pretty crazy.
It is
actually.
crazy. But I can't ski because I never learned how to.
From outside perspective, Lebanon sounds kind of intimidating.
Yeah, I know. I've heard a lot of it. Because there's one mind control thinks that if he's gonna go there, he's gonna die. I'm
Right,
like,
you
what?
get a shot or something.
Because for me, as I lived there my entire life, I'm like, I just go to the net cafe, play some games, hang out with my friends, go grab a beer, then go back and sleep. That's about it.
Honestly, like, being a player, it's really fucking fun.
It is.
You know, like just competing. So my job right now, like, I definitely have a super fun job, but like when I was a player, it's so pure.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
if you're better, you win. Period. No politics to be played. You don't need to sell
Nothing.
anything. Like, just if you're better, you win. That's the best feeling in the world.
It is. My name is Maroon Mirhij. I play support, and my in-game name is GH. So we wanna hear my story? I'm not sure which part you wanna hear, but well, I started playing when I was like 10. Started with Dota 1. Played at home versus AI most of my days. Then went to net cafes in Lebanon. Played with some friends. Then started slowly playing online Dota. But the ping was always an issue because we had like 300, 400 ping. Until recently, it got better till 200 or something. And I just played. I did my thing. I enjoyed playing a lot, so I spent most of my hours playing.
Blitz, I was the previous coach for Team Liquid last year for most of the majors in the TI portion, and this year I was the coach for Planet Odd, and now I'm the caster. So when we knew that the roster came to an end, this is gonna sound like really hindsighty, but I kept telling Kuro, I was like, this guy GH, like, he's sick good, he plays everything. What he was known for at the time was his Magnus mid, and I remember I played a game against him, and I got absolutely crushed. Like, it was a really one-sided game, and I was like, this guy, like, who is he? What does GH stand for? He's gotta be a Smurf or something. So I check it out, and it's just GH, and some guy's like, yeah, he's just some really nice guy. I was like, there's no way he's nice. And then 2 games later, I get him on my team, just the kindest guy. Doesn't care, if we make mistakes, he's like, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Like, this is not how I expect the best player in the game to behave. Just an excellent guy overall. And so I told Kuro, I was like, this is the guy. This guy's got it all. He's a nice guy, I think he aligns with your values, really highly skilled. It all kind of just meshed well together. Mo, the manager, he was the one who contacted me and asked me if I wanted to try out for the team. I was like, of course, I'm hyped to play with Kuro. I'm a huge fan of his. And the rest of the team was remarkable players, so I enjoyed just playing with everyone. Wow! Used to go necros on Pop.
My name is Kuro. I'm the captain of Team Liquid. Ever since we added GH, I think we've been improving every week, every day, every month. This is my 7th TI. I've played in all TIs so far. The furthest I've gotten was 2nd place at TI3.
I'm Lasse Urpalainen, Matumbaman. It's my 2nd TI. Last year was my 1st. I'm not sure if you can expect anything going into TI because it's a very different tournament compared to the other ones. And of course we expected to place very highly, top 4, top 6, but it wasn't really on our minds last year. I totally forgot the question already. It happens. It actually happens every time I start talking.
Yeah, that's true. The last time I was with you, it was the same.
If it's more than 2 sentences, I forget the question. It's okay.
It's fine, man. It's fine.
I'll do
Let's do it again.
Short questions from now.
All right, nice. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Amir Barqawi, and
I play for Team Liquid. My role is mid player, and my nickname is Miracle. My goal didn't really change, just a different team. But I guess this year I'm like more inspired and more concentrated to win this TI, and I have a really good feeling about it.
My name is Ivan Ivanov. My nickname is Mind Control. I play for Team Liquid. The only TI pressure we have is it was in the start of the group stage. I think everyone has it. All the teams in the tournament, they have this TI pressure because you play for a wall of millions, and I think it just pressures everyone.
Playing TI is a dream come true, so especially now in top seed, anyway, the whole process of TI is a dream come true.
You're in the winner bracket, you have 2 lives in the tournament. It just gives us confidence. Just feel safe for some reason. Just when you're a TI, you want to have those 2 lives.
First main event match is going to happen. It's going to be Liquid versus IG. Who's the player to watch on TL?
I think GH. He's actually, I think, simply the best support right now. He is amazing.
Their opponents are, of course, going to be former TI champions.
Not your bristleback of 3 to 6 months ago. GH now taking the stun again and Bernie racing onto him. They turn back for mind control. Miracle sounds the retreat with the deafening blast, but Kuro is caught in the crossfire. A second hero down, the support duo of Liquid that has been so instrumental in their run to first place in the groups has been very quiet in this game. 1, 2, and 13 combined. IG dominant to open up TI.
I think the real question is, can Liquid establish a draft that will give them the appropriate answer to what IG's bringing to the table? Because as we've heard before, a lot of the Chinese teams are remarkable at playing well as a unit. So the entire draft has to be key for Team Liquid.
A lot there, Lumi. They blew the Aegis, they blew the Cheese, they did it outside the base. So they won't be able to threaten high ground with their full complement. At the same time, there's no out buyback
Center coming in from the back line.
For him, and now the Epi onto Matu from the rear. They get the Ursa. That might force mind control back. The wheels might have just come off of this push. Mind control slow to retreat, but the Caustic is going to make this a bit trickier.
I don't think they can win that fight. They're going to try. It's going to be close here as mind control.
Urge hit him from the front. Poca with the tricks, looking for the clean trade, and
it's
now
still a bristleback. I don't know if you want to go in. There's something
they do.
Finally,
IG.
Caustic
it's a
burn.
spiky mouthful.
I don't know about this. Not gonna get the kill. Ice Blast comes in. Bubblegum gets strike. Jim hits the deck, and now Monkey King jumps forward.
IG getting sloppy, getting desperate. Liquid able to take advantage.
Team Liquid versus IG. Game 3 is about to begin. Who will advance to the winner's final? We'll find out after this match.
This is what happens again. This is what happens when you jump in. All they have to do is hit the buildings.
Now the chrono by accident. Bernie never gets ahead. That's all she wrote for Liquid. Miracle stun once, dead for sure.
Ice Blast.
The buyback. Ice Blast is there. They do get one. That's a float stun deny. They don't even get the kill. IG have the buybacks if they need them. They've got the damage. They've got the control. The position is theirs. The game is theirs. The series is theirs. And top 6 is theirs.
How many bracket predictions are ruined now?
A ton.
Yeah,
that was a big upset for me. I genuinely thought Liquid was a much better team than what they showed today.
It must feel quite bad for Liquid, who actually wins the group stage and then they get down to the low bracket straight away.
Now you got to battle and try and get out of top 12. Move on to the 8.